Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. Things are kind of slowing down on this batch of 10 mandolins that we've got going right now. Number 7 and 8 are hanging right here curing. They're basically awaiting the drying process so that we can put the strings and hardware and stuff on them. 9 and 10, the only two mandolins left in the batch, are already completely constructed with everything glued on that needs to be glued on. And I have number 9 right here, and I'm getting ready to shoot the finish on it, and well, the stain and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're going to start off with this week. It's already Wednesday. Monday, I spent a good portion of the day working on the building. I'm still in the middle of my spring cleaning and painting and just in general trying to improve the lot of the building around here. And then after that, yesterday I spent about all day sanding on this mandolin, and it is now ready, like I said. So let's put color on mandolin number 9 in the batch. Now this is going to be a little bit different sunburst than I normally put. This is going to be really dark brown to an almost black. So it's going to be a very dark mandolin, and we're going to start by just staining it a really dark brown all over. And so here we have the sunburst on mandolin number 9. It's a really dark sunburst, the browns and blacks with very little anything else. And but it's nevertheless, it's still a nice, cool looking sunburst. Mandolin number 9. Okay, so as you can see, we got finish on mandolin number 9. It's not done yet, but at least I have the stain on it and the first build coats of clear lacquer on it. And I've got mandolin number 10 here with the stain on it, but it doesn't have any build clear coats and it needs to have the binding scraped and that sort of thing. So that's taken most of the week. I had a comment question in last week's episode. Somebody asked, what am I going to do with these 2 extras? And it kind of stumped me because, you know, I hadn't really thought about it, but I have never had extras this far along. These extras were more or less started 10 or 12 years ago, and I started that by just laying extra wood and things aside for a mandolin in case I needed to replace one in the batch. And then I'd be bending sides, and I'd say, well, just let me go ahead and bend the sides here and put them in a mold, and they can stay till the next batch. And then one thing leads to another. Okay, I've got these extra sides here. I'll just go ahead and put a top on them. Okay, I've got this extra body carcass. I'll go ahead and put a neck on them. And so over the years, the extra mandolins have kind of progressed in the batch. And this is the first time I've ever had extra mandolins far enough along to actually shoot finish on them. So I don't really know how to answer that question because I haven't made up my mind what to do with the extras, but I think probably the wisest thing to do would be to look at the next batch of mandolins coming up and see if these would match any of those that are ordered in the next batch. And if so, I'll go ahead and finish them and give them to those customers early. So I haven't looked at the specs and the paperwork on the next batch of mandolins, but we'll take a look and see, and maybe somebody can get a mandolin earlier than they expected it. So this week I got color on 2 of them. Really pretty color on this one, just a nice rich tobacco sunburst. I really like it. And this one's kind of a dark sunburst, more of a brown without the tobacco color, but I really like it too. So next week we'll get these things where they can be in the curing phase. We'll get all the clear coats of finish on them. And mandolins 7 and 8 right here, we will get those down and get them all the hardware put on them and try to get those shipped out of here by the end of the week. So next week's going to be a busy week with not a whole lot of exciting things to video unless you're the customer for mandolin 7 and 8. But that'll be next week's episode. 9 and 10 here, 7 and 8. And I hope to see you then, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. My name is Audie Ratliff. I'm signing off this week. Thank you so very much for watching all the way to the end, and we'll see you in future episodes. Bye.